How's it going, everyone? Bringing you another episode of Ziggurat. I have completed the game once on easy, just to unlock that one character and kind of get a feel for the final boss. And then I've played a couple other games with a couple characters that I unlocked. Didn't actually beat the game, but I wanted to go through some of the characters I've unlocked, so I'm not sure which ones I've unlocked in terms of the challenges that relate to them, but this is what I have so far. Kraz, very powerful magic wand skills, smaller mana pool for the other magic disciplines. Simon, the sorcerer, made a pact with the devil, a true master of the three main magic disciplines with very fragile health, so he seems kind of like a glass cannon type person. Regal, the acrobat, excellent mobility and decent staff skills, the rest of his attacks have a slower rate of fire. And I've played as him once, his staff skills are really amazing. Hadar, the Templar. The Templar gets his energy from the souls of the dead, no need for mana gems. And Sid the Seer. This one shows great potential, low initial stats, but learns faster. I'm assuming he just starts with bonus to XP gains or smaller XP required level. I'm actually going to play as Hadar the Templar. I've not yet played him, but I just unlocked him in my last game. So I'm curious how this will go, how much mana we'll get back from killing things, and I'm guessing mana gems don't spawn, but I'm not sure. And I think we're just going to go ahead and play on normal and see how it goes from there. Alright, floor 1. Let's check out his starting stuff. So, Mana Steal. Recover mana from knowledge gems. So I guess gems do drop. Brawler increases the number of enemies in all combats and more drops as rewards. That's interesting. Hadar's Wand shoots 4 pellets in a cross pattern. It's powerful but a slow fire rate compared with other wands. Let's check that out. What about the alt fire? Alright, that's kind of interesting. A cross and what would I would presume be some sort of arcane star. And we get a wand. Servant Staff. Check that out. Deals poison damage, powerful staff at close range, but ineffective at long distances. I've had this once, and I think the shots actually arc up. No, they just kind of zigzag around. Okay. So let's see how this goes. Slower walk speed. Not really a fan of this pattern, unless it's like a really large enemy. It doesn't seem like it would be that efficient at hitting things like those skeletons. It seemed like only 2 of the 4 shots were hitting them. And we found our portal key already. Try out our staff. So I guess they tick over time? Yeah, they do. Seems like its initial damage is kind of low. And we've dinged. Saves you from a mortal hit. Regain health by breaking things. Let's try this out. Death Pact. I wonder if that's permanent or goes away after one. Now I'd love to get a better staff. Or really anything. You guys don't like corners, do you? Okay. I guess the one's not too bad. Kind of a tedious room, not too bad though. Mana we do get back from killing things, and does it only apply to our current weapon, or is it for all of our weapons? So right now we have 83, let's kill you. We have 86, so I guess we get about 3 mana back per mob. Is that good? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But it is nice that we can switch back to our wand and get some mana back from the other, or for the other things, rather. Let's check out what we get for our level. Mana Steel, recover mana from knowledge gems, so that doesn't really help us. So we don't get them. Oh wait, am I reading that wrong? From knowledge gems. Okay, I should have picked that up. That's from the XP gems, I believe. And in the corner with all the birds. Yeah, so we definitely get mana back from these. Well, that's pretty nice. So I guess we get mana back when we kill them, and then again from picking up the gems. Let's go through here. Found the boss room. I think we will explore the last little bit of this floor before we go fight the boss. And we found the item trap treasure room thing. No, it's a prayer room. Sure, I'll give you some mana. Nice, we got a new magic weapon. It's awesome. Got the fire, we'll read that real quick. I didn't actually know that you could hit U. Like, U is the key for leveling up. I didn't know until one of my later playthroughs, after I made the video, that you can hit it to look at all the stuff you have. A simple short-range spell, that's all that is. And do we dare? We do. We will. No offering. We still got a gift. More experience from knowledge gems. And there should. Yep, one for health. I think we'll wait on that one until after the boss. Eternal pity. Can anyone prove that the Ziggurat may end in something that is not death? My last game, I made it to the last boss, and he just straight up wrecked my face playing on normal. So I'm not sure if there's like some sort of pattern where if you're not right next to him, he does a bunch of extra damage, or he'll start doing specific attacks based on your location to him. But he straight up destroyed me. It was not super fun. See if we can get some poison on him. And we are getting mana gems, which is interesting. Maybe it's just for bosses, since there aren't that many enemies in the room. Pretty easy fight. Let's check out what we get. Mana Steel or Shuffle. Discard all your current weapons and get new ones. I will actually do that right now. So we got the Frost version and the Ice Staff. Let's check those out real quick. Frozen Soul. You'll destroy almost anything in your way as long as you're close enough. High chance of freeze on hit. And Undead Scepter. Wide range. Chances of stun. Alright, well let's go back and do that Divine Offering for the HP. Health obtained in drops is increased. Okay, well. We had plenty of HP, so I'm not too concerned with losing that little bit. That being said, I guess we could probably die, and that would have saved us. But gambling's fun. Level 2, Emberstone Quarry. And we get, that looks like Wraith Rings. Let's check those out. These pellets look for the soul of their targets to devour, medium chance of stun on hit. Now I've had these once before, and they do have sort of a tracking, which is pretty nice. So I think we will keep these over those. But if we don't like them, we can always come back and pick up the Frozen Soul Book again. Obelisk. It's tearing through those pretty quickly. Now, if you'll notice, these do track you, but can also be destroyed. Really need to go find that other obelisk, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh, you can just die. So I can stand right next to it and do that. Thank you. Well, we seem to be doing really well on mana and HP, despite the fact that I keep getting hit. I feel like a champ. And we are almost done. There we go. Just leave me alone. Please. Thank you. Let's level up. Mana Steel and Shuffle. Yeah, we'll do it for fun. We got... Well, we kept Wraith Rings. Now we have a Grenade. Let's check that out. Firestorm Grenade can be hard to use, but that's compensated by its raw destructive power. Now, I like this weapon a lot. Let's see what we got spawning. Birds and plants. Open. We got a few more plants over here. Oh, and a big flying guy. Alright. Let's go back the way we came, because this is the dead end. No health potions. We're rather large. Super easy room as I get hit at the last second. That was awesome. Bookworm. Show one more perk when leveling up. Or Berserker. You hit harder when your health is below 25%. We already have that. I think I'm going to get Bookworm because it's pretty early. So we'll get some good use out of it. Decreased attack rate. That is severely decreased, and something definitely spawned behind me. Alrighty. We get a lot of mana back from hitting these guys. Or picking up their gems, rather. Thought we leveled for some reason. I guess I was used to it in the beginning, after pretty much every room. Some skeletons. Stun just means they walk slower. I'm okay with. Easy peasy. Let's check out this area first. Not a fan of the layout of this room. Just these guys? Seems like it. I wonder how far over the tracking, or how far away the tracking will work from. Like, my guy's down there, so if I aim up here, will they? Yep, they'll just go down there for him. It's like I'm wall hacking, but I'm not really doing it. Alright, and we dinged. Let's get the XP before it disappears. What do we get? Potions give more health. Cover mana from knowledge gems. You hit harder when your health is below 25%. These two potions give more health. The Berserker thing assumes that we are almost dead, and if we're almost dead, we're probably not going to live for that much longer. And we would probably get a potion anyways, so... Of course I will give you mana. I don't have a staff. Mana pool size is increased. Sure. 50 HP. Enemy drop rates increased during next combat. Well, that should give us enough potions to make up for that. And do I dare? Yeah, let's do it. And another divine gift. Super lucky with those. More experience obtained from gems. You can get punishments as well. And there's even a perk card that makes it so you can't skip punishments. Okay. Okay. Someone didn't want me to come over here. That's fine. I'll wait patiently for my stupidity. Ow! How are you supposed to get through that? Wait. What? Okay, it's a red trap, which means there's supposed to be an item here. Oh. The other side is just a trick. So rude. What do we get? Get a pendant. Creates a cloud that poisons your enemies. Okay. I don't necessarily think that was worth losing all of that HP. But losing it was my fault, so... Spells minus 50% mana usage. I'm a fan of that. Except I kind of want to use my grenades at the moment. Hello, slimes. believe we've explored the whole floor so far. Yep. Boss room? Boss room. What do we got? It's the plant. Lady Audrey. It is the plant. Can you open? That doesn't seem doing like it's doing too well against her. Because it's hitting the leaves. Open, please. That seems like it's doing pretty well. Hello. Do you want to open again? Thank you. I wish we had a staff now for those super quick attacks. Open. You. No, I want you to hit that thing. Wraith Ring's not doing too much work on this boss. I guess it's doing okay. Oh! That was a weird spawn. I missed. Come on. Come on, me. That wasn't even my fault. That was the game's fault. Could use mana gem or two, or you to just not be alive. Almost there. Out of mana on that too. Mana gem. Get the mana gem. Totally worth it. Maybe. Maybe it was worth it. Undecided. It doesn't seem like... Are these giving me mana? They are giving me a little bit of mana. And I missed again. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. She died. I don't know how she died. But thank you. And we dinged. Extra HP. High stakes. Gamble your life. If you win, your health and mana is refilled. I don't need to gamble. I'm full. Increase health limits. Or mana gain from knowledge gems. Let's do health limit. Seems like we're doing fine on mana, except for like that boss, for instance, where we weren't really getting much in the way of mana gems. Excuse me as I take a drink of some deliciously cold ice water. And this is the Frozen Soul Book. I think we'll keep the Wraith Rings. It's doing okay for us. Ah, you will not fool me this time, game. I know it is on the right side. Haha, the game has fooled me this time. What an ass. Come on. Oh my goodness. It looked like there was a ramp over there. But I guess there wasn't. Oh, the salt. I don't know how I made it through that, but I made it through it. And that totally makes it okay. Something amazing. A pistol. And an amulet. Stuns all enemies except for bosses. Well, that's no fun. I want my other one back. Now the question is, do we keep that grenade? Or do we use our shiny new magma rifle? High speed explosive pellets prepared to wreak havoc. I think we'll keep the rifle. Grenade, you've been good to us. These I don't have to worry about arcing the shots though. Just gotta worry about the travel time. Nice floor so far. As I missed my first shot. That was major close, probably should have fired. These little goblin crossbow guys are amazing at tracking. Alright. Get our XP before it disappears, like that one, and that one, and that one. Come on now. Gimme. I don't like this. I can cheat though. I don't have to know where you are to hit you. Hello? Beasties? Oh lord. What is over here? I think they're the little floaty guys. Yeah, you are a little floaty guy. This is very annoying. Okay. Let's see if we can get our XP. The one really annoying thing about this room is that it doesn't light back up afterwards. Vital energy. Increase your max and current health but reduce the size of your mana pools. I think we'll just go with more HP from potions. It's not supposed to be dark in here, guys. Obelisks. Okay with. A pretty good setup. There are a lot of you. Mana gems. I'm trying to clear the room before I go for that other obelisk, but as I can see now, it's not working too well. They are everywhere. Come on, obelisk, buddy. Do it for me. Thank you. You guys are super grumps. I want my treasure. Don't try to keep a man from his treasure. It's my booty. Oh goodness. And they're still spawning behind me as well. Where be you, friend? Ah. Great justice. Still haven't used our trinket yet. Maybe we'll use it in this room. What do we got for fighting these? Little birds. And skellies. Just drop a cloud right there and see what that does. It stays there for a decent time, it seems like. Calm down, everyone. Calm down. Okay, as I walk into all the things. Oh, my XP, please. And I'll die. I want to get it before it despawns. Now we have gained. I believe it will pause the game for us. That doesn't seem necessary at the moment. As I get stuck on all of the stairs in the whole world. Alright, let's check out what we get. Druid, another high stakes, or another shuffle. I'm not going to do shuffle. I'm kind of happy with what we got right now. Just do another point in Druid. Don't really need to gamble with our HP when we're pretty much full on HP. Okay, these birds I don't like. They shoot fireballs that track you. Alright, let's go ahead and break you, please. Ow. Whoa. I'm not sure if that's me breaking it. Is there any left alive for me to try? Okay, I don't think it was me breaking it. It might have been. Alright, if we could just all calm down. This is not working. Okay, they have a flamethrower too. Let's go run and get our HP that disappears. We didn't need that. Thank you. Get a little bit of HP back. Really don't like you guys. Okay. Are they still like traveling around the room? Because that would have been unfortunate. Another prayer room. How big's we got? How big's we got? How big of a floor do we have left is what I wanted to say. But how big's we got is all that came out. So let's give some HP. Health obtained in drops is increased. Okay. Screw it. Let's do it. Indifference. Mana pool for alchemy is increased, but so does mana usage. Okay. And yeah, we'll give you some staff mana. Staves is increased, but so does mana usage. Alrighty. Our other pool is ginormous. It's close to 400 in size. Alright, well, let's go back up here and check out this corner. Hopefully it will be a dead end. I believe we just have, yep, this way over here. Wouldn't mind having a staff. Yep, this does indeed dead end. And you are the little carrot shamans. Prepare for carrots. They're everywhere. I'll have to look it up. I'm not sure which. Oh wow, that's a lot of dudes. I'm not sure which person I unlocked for killing like 250 carrots. Because I think I unlocked multiple people at the same time. And I wasn't really paying too much attention to it. Make sure we didn't miss anything back here. Nope. And we dinged again. Increase your alchemy mana pool. Or health limit. I'm gonna go with health limit. Our alchemy mana pool is pretty huge. We only use 4 shots. Looks like 23 for a pulp fire. I believe we should have down. Oh, we got our sides. Super dark room. Let's go this way. See what's over here. Bigger enemies. You are ginormous. With lots of HP. Let's use this for a little bit so we don't have to really see what we're aiming at. Now I like these guys because the fire just, or the little meteor just blows up whenever it hits. But the ones with no legs that float, they leave a pool of fire, which is really annoying. So we have a skelly over there, and that looks like that's it. You gonna get him? Nope, you're not gonna get him. Alright, so that was dead end. We will now go across. It pays to stop for a second. Even if it's just to itch your nose. It could save your life. I guess technically it could also end it. Hoping I would be able to split those, walk right in between them. Level 12. We'll just do Druid again. More HP from potions. It's never a bad thing. Ooh, I think I will unlock a character from this now. Because this will be 10 of 10 that I need to unlock him. And it was a nice little reward. Not too much HP, but... or XP rather. But it's better than getting a room full of enemies that want to kill me. As long as you guys stay on your side, walk all the way. Oh, you have ton of HP. We're gonna totally drop that cloud right there. See if we can poison a bunch of them. Seems like it worked out pretty well. And you. I don't even know where he came from or why he was there. Were there more of them? I think there were more of them. Just the one lonely flying skull, overseeing all of them. Now, I have learned that the boss rooms will always be like they are the same for every boss. Let me just start over. The bosses have their own specific room. There we go. That explained it much better. So if you see a room and you learn which bosses go to which room, you'll know which boss it is. I don't remember which boss this is. Percival. I don't even remember if he spawns anything. I'm gonna guess he spawns the floaty dudes that do the fire. Let's track a little, Percival. Are you getting cheeky? Super easy. Full mana again. I like how our lowest mana pool is 181. 352, that's pretty good. We didn't even level off of him though, which is kind of sad. Our floor is completed. Let us continue on. I believe this is number 4. Yeah, level 4. Yeah, Cursed Cathedral. What do we got? Ooh, a staff. Nice. Eagle staff. Let's check this out. Eagle Staff. This staff is marked with tracking runes, easy to use, and very effective against weaker enemies. So I believe this tracks just like the Wraith Rings do. We have a ton of mana for it, and it only uses 1 per shot, so this is probably going to be pretty weak. Well, let's test it out. What do you got going on over here? Oh yeah, this is pretty weak. Those look like super evil summoner beasties over there. Now we can fire this alt fire style 3 at a time, which is 5 mana per, 4 mana per. Okay. It does 5 and then 4. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I hear you guys. Ah, it's because of you over here. Well, we have been using this thing for quite a long time. As I walk into that. Another one down. That's a carrot. Don't even know where the carrot came from. Let's switch over to something that does a little bit more damage. I don't know why I alt-fired that. Part of me said, it's a gun, you need to ADS. Hold right click to ADS. It is indeed a gun. There is no ADS. What do you think this is? First person shooter of the modern age? I should just kill these guys. I need to stop being bad. There we go. Problem solved. And we got an upgrade available. Nothing to pick up. Mana gems give you more. No thank you. I'm actually gonna do that. We have a lot of directions we can go. So we're up here. Let's just start up here. Double room, staves, mana usage minus 50. enemies with their tracking. Maybe they want the mana crystals and the XP. Because that is mana as well. Why don't you guys drop any? I guess because you're summoned. And I can just farm them. This thing's damage kinda does suck. Let's get our mana back and continue on. 382 max mana for our alchemy weapon. It's pretty nice. And we have another chest or trap. Ooh. The porcupine bomb. I've never actually had this item, so I think I will be using it for a little while. Dozens of spikes in all directions, extremely effective on crowded areas. We will be using this. At least for this floor. Oh nice, it poisons you too. That's pretty awesome. Damage doesn't seem too great on the upfront sense, but the poison damage is very welcome. You could please just die. Now we have summoners back here. Get him? Nope, didn't get any poison. All of you could just kindly fall over. Thank you. Continuing upwards. My plan seems to not be going so well. I hear birds too. There's a bird, there's something throwing poison around. These guys do explode when they die, so I have to be careful of that. I'm giggling. Just blow up on me, that's right. Free hugs, he says. Free hugs, and I believed him. See what we get. Druid, meditation. Lighter on our feet. Let's go with the lighter on our feet. I'm feeling a little slow. Let's go through the confusing maze room. We are going this way, not down. Now we go down. And since we are right here, let's go this way. Another double room. Enemies spawn in pairs. Let's just do that. Carrots. Oh god. Oh wow. Let's chuck some of these over there. Alright. Screw some. All the grenades. We out? Oh good, we're out of mana for that. Why am I using my wand? Good question, self. Don't worry, there are more of them. Well, we have lots of mana, so we might as well use it. Because I stand here and just tank shots. But I probably shouldn't be taking carrots. Alrighty. Oh. He's down. Let's go get our XP quick. That room got a little scary. Probably should have used my amulet. I keep forgetting we have it because it just lays the poison cloud down. I guess we'll go up. This looks fun. Okay. I should be safe here. And I should be safe here. And here. Okay. It's an amulet and a crossbow. Charged amulet recovers mana when used. I think I'll probably stick with that, but I want my spikes back. Give it. Just, yeah, okay. I'm actually going to go and use it to fill those up. Okay. And remember, spikes set off the whole room, not just the one you were standing on. Got another offering room. What the heck was that? Oh, I was putting out the candles. I'm sorry. Maybe I should not talk to you because I put out your candles. Definitely not going to do that. Yeah, I'll give you half my mana. Your wand deals double damage. Well, that's good because I totally use the wand a lot. Let's be dangerous. Punishment. I lose a weapon. What'd I lose? That's fine. Take my alchemy weapon, douche. I'll go get the other one I left back in the spawn. If we get some more HP, I may consider going back and giving part of it away. But as it sits, this is a tiny room. I don't like it. I'm liking it slightly more. If it could just be you guys non-stop, that would be fantastic. All of the delicious fresh XP. And I guess we don't get the porcupine bomb anymore, but we still get our pistol. What? Maybe it took it away because it took away the alchemy weapons and it knew I'd come back here to get it. Okay. Oh, the treachery. The treachery is real. Unless I got the staff weapon on this floor. I'm gonna go ahead and say the game screwed me over. I'm just gonna do that just for my own personal sanity. I don't like these guys at all. They could not exist. Get rid of an obelisk or two. Doesn't seem like there's much on the floor in the way of beasties. Out of mana for you. Almost forgot all of our fat loots. I heard you spawn. Those guys do a super rapid firing tracking move. It's quite rude. Kind of like that was rude. I hear you, little skulls. I hear you. I think after this boss, I will probably go back and sacrifice some HP just to see what we can get. Let's use our staff a little bit. Level 15, high stakes, don't need it in Mana Steel or Warlock. I'm going to pick up Warlock because of the boss fights. I think it'll just drop mana gems. So I am going to do that. And I think since we probably have a few more rooms left, I'm going to go ahead and run back to the sacrifice room. Sacrifice some HP, and then we should get some HP in return from our upcoming rooms. I say we should, we probably won't. 70 HP. Your wand deals double damage. Totally not worth it in the slightest. I guess we'll use our wand on the next room, see how well it does. I believe I have one room straight across. Yep, I do. So I'll go check this room out. That is the boss room, so we'll go finish exploring our floor, and then we will fight the boss. A little bit of backtracking, but nothing too bad. Video is getting ever increasingly long. Okay, well, out of mana. I want all my XP, please. Thank you. Easy peasy. And a really tiny room. Spawns the birds I love so much, in addition to the super... Let's get away from it. Thank you for dying. Alright, now, how to deal with these guys. Bait them, bunny hop, fire. Bait, bunny hop, miss the bunny hop. Alrighty. To the boss room, and then to the final floor of the Ziggurat. Unless you're playing on endless mode, in which case, good luck, you brave, brave soul. Alrighty. Don't remember which boss this is either. Ignis the Firemonger. This is the only reason he is even remotely a pain. Also, there are those things that you get stuck on. Alright, that's not working too well. That's working better. He is making fires all around the room, which I guess I should probably pay attention to. And he is dead. Get our HP and mana gems, and all of the HP, please. I want to walk into the portal right now. Okay, we're full. Full on everything. Level up. Scaredy Cat. Your speed is heavily increased for a while when hit. Mana Steel or Druid. That seems like it could get me in trouble. I guess we'll go with potions, more HP. To the final floor. A few carrots were harmed in the making of this game, and in the completion of the game, and until the end of time. Ooh. Why, thank you, game. It gave me my porcupine bomb back. I loved you so much, game. Would have been a shame to not have any alchemy weapon, because I did put points into it. No crosshair? What do I need a crosshair for? I'm throwing grenades. Come on now. Okay. All of you stop absolutely everything. And you too. Crosshairs are for girls. If you're a girl, take offense to that, I apologize. Girls can play without crosshairs too. Bunny hop freedom. The tracking on these guys is ever amazing. Let's go up. See what's up. Some skeleton heads. I hear you spawning over here. And some birds. No, it's okay. You guys just keep doing this. This is working for you. Although I am going to lose all of this XP. You made it. I want my XP. Now they're spawning behind me. Still got a pretty good amount. Full on mana anyways. Oh, I lied. Our staff mana isn't full. But that's okay, because we don't ever use the staff. I just use it when it's like, hey, we have full mana, let's do something with it. What? Rude beasties. Have some. Have some more. Did we get him with poison too? We totally did get him with poison. Not too shabby. Guess we'll go with Warlock again for the boss fight that is upcoming. And we have an... oh good, I remember this one. Okay. So we jump on here, and then hop, and then jump, and then run, and do we have to hop anymore? No, we don't have to hop. We don't have to hop until over here. Put out, okay, that worked somehow. Okay, now we're gonna jump for the corner. Okay, I thought it was hitting in the middle, that was totally my fault. One of the easier jump rooms. Stuff. We got a card and the crossbow. So the card is increase your HP, that's pretty nice, and I'm gonna totally stick with the porcupine bomb. 402 mana. That is kind of insane. A little more HP and I'll be ready to go punch the boss in the face until it murders me in the most brutal fashion possible. Let's see what's this way. Not boss fight. I'm gonna guess an obelisk. Nope, that's spikes. Screw it. Nope, not obelisk either. Can I hit him? Oh, I totally missed. I was hopeful. Good, you guys. Thankfully, these little flying guys are pretty weak. Excuse me, everyone. Oh, wow. That was quite a lovely shot. I hate all of you. Shoot the fire breath. Alright, boys. Let's talk about it. Totally didn't know you were there. Look at you. Launching mortars in the air. I cannot poison them through their shield. Look, you're probably gonna die now. I would thank you to die. Okay. Thank you for obliging eventually. 20 less HP than we came in the room with, not super great. And this looks like another tiny room. Let's chuck some of these over here. They're everywhere. All the little carrots. Let's go kill them shammies. Some more HP. Use guys explode when doomed. Little carrot producing man. Stop it. Go away. Go away. Please. Oh good. We've made it worse. Why? I just want to live in peace. Okay, we need to stop missing. That's step 1. I don't know what step 2 is yet, but we're getting there. As our HP slowly escapes us. You had a lot of HP, friend. Try to punch him in the head. Alright, that went horribly. Horribly, horribly. Let's never do that again. I'm already afraid to fight the boss. Now I'm gonna be almost dead. Oh good, we get a tiny room. Good. They're only everywhere. This does not seem fair in the slightest. I hate all of you. I hate everyone in here. Including that little guy. Health potion. Thank you. Does not even begin to make up for it. Did I poison you? I did. Whoa! Just wait for the other one to die. Thank you. Oh. Yes, I need some good news, game. I'll give you whatever you want. 200 alchemy mana. Your amulet is fully recharged. You mean the amulet that I haven't been using? But I'll use it now. I don't have any mana. Yeah, just give me something. Increase protection against enemy attacks. That's awesome. What do you want? 78. I can't do it. I can't do it. Use our dinky little staff in this room. Oh good, obelisks. At least I can do this. I see HP that I totally want. Yes. Oh god, carrot. Sneaky carrot. Sneaky carrots everywhere. Let's use some of this mana since we're sitting on gems. Let's get a bomb in there. And back there. And even further back there. Just throw all the bombs everywhere. We did ding, which is kind of handy, I guess. I'll leave me alone and die in a fire. I don't have any flame attacks, so I can't produce said fire. Yeah, I see you over there, beastie. Shooting the skulls. Making the carrots. No sneaky carrots here. Let's get some bombs going in. Pretty good bombs. Pretty good bombs indeed. Let's get some a little closer. Got that carrot in the face, that feels good. Let's kill that summoner. Like an elite carrot, he was green. Got some more summoners. It's fine, I got some more grenades. So one of them down already. Walk into the X. That's good for ourselves. For us. Good for us. It's not. I'm lying. Don't ever walk face first into a sharp object. See what we get for leveling. Recover. Can I come back later? No, I can't come back later. Pretty sure we're at almost full HP, so I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. Alrighty. We're just a standard little trap room, so we'll go see what's over here first. And are there doors? There's a door right there. And it looks like there's a door on the other side. Kinda wanna go fight the boss right now because we have pretty much full HP. Can't remember if we need the key or not. Like these guys, you can't really dodge their attacks at all. It's super annoying. Shut up. Yep. Okay, well I guess we did need a key for it, so that's good. We found it. And let's go this way. Is there a door over here? Yep. And the little scroll. Power of Conviction. It's depressing that your wand, the only weapon that won't fail you for lack of mana, is also the weakest. It's of no use when hordes of minions cover all your escape routes, but it's comforting to believe that you have a chance, even though the result is always the same. I haven't even used my wand since the beginning of the game. Alright, let's do it. Pretty much have to. Oh! Sneaky giant skeletons. And super upset carrots. Let's just walk into all of those things. And another. I looked at him and I was like, that's totally a wall. Yeah. That was the smart path to go through. All of you could melt. Melt. Melt in a fire. Don't just die, just straight up melt. That didn't go too well. That did not go too well at all. Life awareness. Increase your health limit. White orb restores half your max health points. We are going to go with... one is long term, one is short term. We're at 225 of 320, so that will fill us up. Not sure how much we get from that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and hope that this is the boss room. I can't take much more of this. Okay, this is the boss room. This is where it gets real. Examiner Cepheus, judge, jury, and executioner. If you could not move so fast, and also not fire those things. Face me like a man, beastie. Oh, that one totally got to him. Okay, he's making little runes on the ground, which I don't like. Now he's gonna start summoning these goobers. Really want you poisoned. Okay, now we got some of these guys. You're back here. Let's try to at least get some poison on you. Push you guys out of the way. Stuff is still falling from the ceiling, spawning on the floor. Ow. We need some of that. It's super dangerous over here. Just want eye contact with you, buddy. Eye contact. I'm up here. Alright. Let's fire off some of these. You're super close to my face. I don't know if the bunny hop helps, but it feels like it does, at least to me. So we're gonna keep doing it. Okay, this is not bad at all. That was pretty easy. I don't know what happened last time. Let's get our ending. The Examiner, after witnessing with pride your mastery of the arcane ways, is ready to certify your worth to the other members of the Council. For that, he hands over the scroll sealed with the golden wax that will allow you to exit the Ziggurat. You'll have to read it in front of all of the guild members to end this test. The Daedalon brothers await the return of the students with anticipation. Your silhouette is the first to appear through the portal, and everyone holds their breath with fascination and disconcert. The mere fact that someone is out alive. I was reading that. The time for silence has passed. The brothers lean over their seats, eager to hear your words. You clear your throat with unease. Now is the time. You slowly unroll the scroll and prepare to read its contents to legitimize. I was reading that. With a quavering voice, you begin to read the scroll. The ancient text trembles in your ears and comes to life before your dazed eyes, blazing red when pronounced. You feel a slight tingle over your entire body as you start elevating from the ground. You feel a rush of magic energy pass through you, healing your battered body and relieving your agitated mind with its radiant splendor. Suddenly, you feel your body weight disappear, becoming pure magic and diluting in the mystic tide, forming part of it. Your chest beats intensely from the explosive rush of mana. You sense the powers inside you are now brighter, more clear. When you finally open your eyes, your feet have come back to the ground and see the brothers with their faces unmasked, celebrating your victory. You can be proud, young apprentice. You've made it. You are now... You know what? Well, I guess you guys can pause the video and read that if you want to, because I sure as hell couldn't read it quick enough. So let's see what we got. We got credits menu, which this video was already an hour and 18 minutes long, so I apologize, game devs. I've had a really fun time playing this game, and I continue to have a fun time playing it, but this is already going to take forever to upload. So let's see what we've unlocked. We have one. Very nice. New game modes unlocked with Hadar. Okay. We've unlocked the Harlequin, Jules. Jules is a girl's name, but, you know. Saif, Librarian. He looks kind of like a sneaky old man. Minzy, the Shaman. Magic Missile. Nice. Chance of casting a magic freezing projectile each time you pick a knowledge gem. That's interesting. Sensitivity. Get double experience from knowledge gems. Receive double damage from enemies. Curiosity. You will encounter treasure rooms more frequently. Scarab Beetle Staff. A mysterious staff with unpredictable behavior. Golden Amulet. Doubles alchemy attack rate for some time. Huh. Let's check out our characters real quick. New modes unlocked. So I guess we have endless mode unlocked. So do we only get endless mode with people? I don't understand. Those are all the same. Okay. An experienced and very agile thief. And we also unlocked the librarian. Great spell knowledge. He doesn't learn from experience as fast as others. And we unlocked the shaman. He relies on his battle cry to recover health and mana. Mana gems and potions aren't as effective. What's his battle cry? Maybe it's like a trinket or something. I don't know. But all of that will have to wait until the next super long episode of Ziggurat. So, hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.